A very good afternoon and welcome to the Avenue Samaru Park in Endeavour in central Trinidad as we get ready for this game, Fatima College versus NAPARIMA College. It's a T20 contest. It's the intercol version of the Secondary Schools Cricket League. And well, news from the center is that Fatima won the toss and they've decided to bat first. So the opening batsmen for Fatima College, Aditya Ramdin and Isaiah Fernandez. And picking up the attack for the Naparima team is the inspirational leader, Fariz Ali, with ball in hand as we get ready for the first delivery of this game. Bang on target is Ali, and Fernandez defense into the offside, can't get a single. So immediately on the money is Fariz Ali, this bright prospect. Really something to behold, and really looking forward to see him going very deep into his cricketing career. The conditions though, we had a slight drizzle just before the start of play, but that's basically it. It's blown away and we have nice sunshine back here at the Avide Samaru Park. And the pitch conditions though just seems to be a bit on the slow side. I witnessed a game that I was playing here before and the spinners were just coming into their own, so it tells me that it's just a bit on the slow side. We just wait to see how it goes in this game. Another delivery on a good length, and Fernandez just lets this one go by. Very good start here for the Naps team. 3 dot deliveries, no runs yet on the board for the boys from the north, Fatima College. Another good delivery, and this one a play and a miss, and it gets through the legs of the wicketkeeper and able to go through for a bye. That one just kept a tad low on the wicketkeeper Ramnaris. Wicketkeeper Jonathan Ramnaris. So the first run's on the board in the form of an extra. It's a bye. It brings Ramdeen on strike, the left-handed Aditya Ramdeen. And just 2 fielders beyond the 30-yard circle. A man out at the extra cover boundary and one out at a straightish third man. And Ramdeen is driving this one and going to pick up a quick single. A quick run taken to the backward point fielder and some overthrows on offer. It's going to come very close to the boundary. In fact, it gets there. So 4 overthrows, 4 backing up by the man at mid-on. As the fielder from point was picking up and shine at the non-striker's end. And a bit of poor backing up. And Mamchan usually gets this new ball to swing around a bit. Let me see how he goes in these conditions. Again, beyond the city at circle. Again, that man out at the extra cover boundary. And at third man. So it's a backward point. Deep extra cover. Mid off, a straightish mid off, a regulation mid on, mid wicket, and a square leg as Mamchan for his first delivery goes past the edge again as Fernandez was just floating with some danger outside off stump. And another so it's Mamchan hustling, bustling approach to the crease. Shorter delivery and a wide signal by the umpire. So NAPARIMA, they would have played one game in the INTERCOL division, and they would have won that game, a game against Princestown West, a game which they won handsomely. And this time goes past the edge again. Fernandez not laying baton ball so far, yet to get off the mark is Isaiah Fernandez. The usual opening combination for this Fatima team. Isaiah Fernandez, the wicket keeper. I'm sure he would have a specific role in this opening partnership. He'll try to maybe get his team off to a flyer, some quick runs. Another short delivery punched into the offside, and a quick single taken by Ramdeen. So it's 8 without loss. Halfway through over number 2 of 20. You see a bit of a change in the field as the man from, well, in fact, the man is going back out to deep backward square. And I think the NAPARIMA team have 3 players beyond the 30-yard circle. I'm not sure that Skipper Ali has seen that just yet. So, well, they've now realized that, and they've brought the man up from the backward point boundary up inside the 30-yard circle. So it's Mamchan again with a ball on the line of the leg stump, clipped away by Ramdeen. Thinking about 2, and they're gonna get their slight fumble in the deep, and Ramdeen able to come through for 2 runs. Outfield is slightly a bit on the bumpy side. It's not running that smoothly along the beyond the 30-yard circle. Just need to keep your eyes on the ball, get your body behind it as well, and all should be well. It's 10 without loss as Mamchan continues. And this time a shorter delivery, and it's a mix-up, and Fernandez was hearing down at the strikers, and Ramdeen had no thoughts about a single, and in the end he was able to make his ground. So a slight mix-up between the pair of Ramdeen and Fernandez, but all wells that ends well. So at the end of 2 overs, it's 10 without loss. As we see some of the presentation Shogunas players staying back and taking a look at this game. They would have played the game before Presentation College coming out victorious against the St. Mary's College team in a very close game, a low scoring one at that. And in the end, Shogunas came out victorious. So it's Ali again. And Fernandez pushes this one back up the pitch. No run. And this one is lined on the leg stump and pushed to mid-on. And a quick single take on good running by the pair. So it's 11 without loss. No wickets yet for NAPARIMA College. So the field remains the same for Ramdeen. Play and a miss again. And another fumble by wicketkeeper Ramnares. Luckily for him, no run taken. Score remains at 11 without loss. Ali again, fuller delivery, squirted out past the backward point fielder and gets into the boundary for 4. So the first boundary off the bat of Ramdeen, and it takes the tally up to 15 without loss. Just opening the face on that one, getting it past the backward point fielder, and the third man was straight, was slightly straighter, so it in the gap and away for 4. So 15 without loss. Ramdeen goes on to 11 from just the 8 deliveries. Still no change to the field. Some pace taken off by Ali, and again beats the outside edge. This one is outside the off stump and lets it go by is Ramdeen. So it brings to the end over number 3 at the end of it. It's 15 without loss. Solid opening stand so far by Ramdeen and Fernandez. Fernandez just 2 to his name, 2 of 8 deliveries. Ramdeen 11 from 10. We've seen off 3 good overs from the Naps bowlers. Ali 2 overs, none for 10. So So Mamchan to continue. Fernandez on strike, and again Fernandez looking for that booming drive, and again beats the outside edge. So Naps still persisting with that man out on the extra cover boundary. This one is pushed into the leg side, straight to the mid-wicket fielder, and no run taken. Fernandez though just needs to get a move on. 2 from 10 deliveries, soaked up quite a bit so far. Good thing for him is that he's still at the crease. And again a wide signal by the umpire. A good take on this occasion from Ramnaresh. Jonathan Ramnaresh, man with the gloves for NAPARIMA College. Back of a leg delivery, pushed out backward point, shy at the stumps, and in the end, just a single. Fernandez wanted 2 though, putting some pressure on the fielder who was backing up. Just a single. Takes the total up now to 17 without loss. By no means a rollicking start from Fatima. Bit of a sedate start in this version of the game. 17 without loss. Still have the likes of Zachary Siwa and Niall Mingo, as well as the skipper Joshua Davis to come. This time, Yorker leg delivery outside off stump. Ramdeen just trying to guide it into that vacant third man area. Not getting any bat on it. And Ramnaresh with a good take again. So another dot delivery for the Naps team. 17 without loss. This time trying to pull the short delivery is Ramdeen, and again goes past the edge. So the 2 deep fielders for the left-handed Ramdeen, and there we see not that short. 2 deep fielders at fine leg and deep backward square for the left-handed Ramdeen. Shot at a full toss and pulled out to the man at the backward square. Just a single. Again, a fumble by wicketkeeper Ramnaresh. Ball bumping just in front of him. And at the end of the 4th over, it's 18 without loss. So bowling change from the southern end. Matthew Cooper, left arm orthodox bowler, being introduced into the attack, replacing Ali. Still in the power play into the 5th over. So it's Cooper, tossed up delivery and pushed out to the man at cover. Again, the two deep fielders out at deep mid wicket, and point back on the boundary. And this one is touched into the leg side, taken off for a quick single, and getting there quite comfortably was Ramdeen. Brings Fernandez on strike. Fernandez just treated his name so far. Might fancy his chances against the left arm of Cooper. This one is touched into the offside and able to come back for 2 runs. Fernandez might fancy his chances against the left-handed Matthew Cooper. Ball spinning away from him. Access the offside. So to see how he goes. This one is a slightly quicker delivery. Beaten all ends up was Fernandez, and a good take this time by Ramnaris. So a change in the field again. The man from long on has been brought up inside, and long off goes back, and this one is pushed to point area, and another single taken. 22 without loss. Another tossed up delivery, pushed into the leg side, and can't get a single. So at the end of a tidy over from Matthew Cooper, at the end of 5 overs, it's 22 without loss. Ramdeen is 13 from 16 deliveries, and Fernandez is 6 from 14 deliveries. See some of the spectators on hand here at the Avidesh Samaru Park in Endeavour, playing host to this game, this Secondary Schools Cricket League Intercol T20 game. So another bowling change from the northern end. Zachary Ramjatan. So the final over of the power play. first 6 overs of this game. So it's Ramjatan with his off breaks. This one, Fernandez is pushing into the offside and again can't get a single. Just getting a bit stagnant here. Isaiah Fernandez can't pierce that packed offside field. Two fielders beyond the 30-yard circle at long off and deep mid-wicket. This one is swept away into the gap and Fernandez is going to pick up a boundary. Badly lined delivery from Ramjatan, and Fernandez with good presence of mind. And, just had to be that one fielder at short fine leg and able to pick up a boundary. So 26 without loss the score now. No change to the field as that was just a bad delivery from Zachary Ramjatan. And this time again pulls out the sweep is Fernandez and coming back for 2 runs. Good running from Isaiah Fernandez. Is starting to get some momentum going into his innings is Fernandez. And Ramjatan with 2 badly lined deliveries. Paying the price for it. And there just needs to tighten up a bit is Ramjatan. Still no change in the field. As Skipper Ali is just asking the man at short fine leg to go a bit finer. This one is outside the off stump, cut into the offside and can't get a single. Again, delivery all on a good length and defended back up to the bowler. So final delivery of the power play, 28 without loss it is. See, Fernandez might probably just want to chance his arm this final delivery. Cutting this one into the offside, a misfield and not going to get to the boundary, but 2 runs taken. So at the end of 6 overs, it's 30 without loss. Ramjatan completing his first over went for 8 runs and no wicket. So a good opening stand for the Fatima boys. Boys from the north. And decent start, you have to say. By no means a blistering start. And that signal from the umpire is just that 4 fielders now could go beyond the 30-yard circle. Ramdeen is 13 not out. Fernandez has just overtaken him. He's on to 14 now. So Matty Cooper to continue. Ramdeen on strike and Ramdeen with a hoik into the leg side. Man from the mid-wicket boundary is coming across and doing some good fielding. 2 runs the result. And so both Ramdeen and Fernandez now may just be looking to get on with things a bit. Having lasted the entire power play, so they would have gotten a feel for how the wicket is playing, what sort of bounce, what it's doing. Now just looking the chance there, and this one is hit down to long off. And just a single. Mamchan fielder, so it brings the right-handed Fernandez on strike. And we see the field changing for Fernandez. 3 players beyond the 30-yard circle, one out at deep mid-wicket, long on and long off. Dot delivery from Cooper. This one is a quicker delivery, and they are appealing for the leg before, but from up here, from where we stand, it just seems to be heading down the leg side. So good decision in the end from the umpire. Slightly slower from Cooper. Cut away and no run. So Matthew Cooper really mixing up his pace nicely so far. Pushing through some and then just taking the pace off subtly from some of those deliveries. This one again is tossed up and Fernandez can't get it past Cooper. So the end of another tidy over from Matthew Cooper. Just 3 runs in it. At the end of 7 overs, it's 33 without loss. Cooper completing 2 overs, none for 7. And this one takes the outside edge of Ramdeen's bat, and just 2 runs taken. A slight fumble by Cooper, and the other field, I'm not quite sure who it is, was chasing after that ball. So 2 runs the result. Takes Ramdeen up to 18 from 19 deliveries. So again, this time Naps using their full allotment of 4 fielders. Beyond the 30-yard circle, this one is hit up and away into that vacant cow corner region. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. So again, Ramjatan just floating this delivery up, not really putting much on it. And Ramdeen down on 1 leg and hoiking it into that cow corner region. And picking up 4 runs. So in the context of the game so far, Ramjatan has been slightly expensive. 1.2 overs and none for 14. And so slight change to the field as that man from mid-wicket has just gone around a bit straighter. He's into a more of a cow corner position now. So it's cow corner. It's long on, long off, and a sweeper on the offside. And again, a flighty delivery touched into the offside, and a quick single taken. Man from backward point could not prevent that. The good running by Fernandez, who was coming to the danger end. Seven runs so far in the over, halfway through it. This time again, a slow turn on offer for Ramjatan. And Fernandez again just pushes it into the offside. Wide signaled by the umpire. So overcompensating a bit there was Ramjatan. And this time it's a full delivery, driven back past the bowler. Man from long on does the fielding, and a single taken. This one is cut away again. A good hand from that man at backward point, but still can't prevent the single. So another run taken brings Fernandez on strike. Final delivery of the 8th over. And this one is another tossed up delivery, the outside edge taken. And Cooper comes across and does the fielding. So another single. The end of 8 overs. It's 44 without loss. Ramdeen is 24 from 22. And Fernandez is 16 from 20 odd deliveries. Decent opening partnership by these two, just going about it in a sedate manner. But the wicket though just seems to be not one that you can just come in and start blasting away. Seems as though you need to just settle a bit on it. So what would be ideal for Fatima would be that if one of these opening batsmen can just anchor this effort, this batting effort from Fatima, and just take it as deep as possible, just so that at no point in time 2 new batsmen would be at the crease. And so Cooper continues. This one is up in the air and the catch is taken. Fernandez has to go. Matthew Cooper is striking and Fernandez goes for 16. It's 44 for 1. And there we see it's a tossed up delivery outside off stump. And Fernandez wanted to go leg side. And it was a simple catch for the fielder at backward point. So the opening partnership finally broken. Matthew Cooper strikes. 1 for 7 his figure so far. And it's the skipper, Joshua Davis. So the new batsman for Fatima College is their captain, Joshua Davis, right-handed batsman. Very good player is Joshua Davis. So, very important phase of the game here for the skipper. And this time, what should have been a simple run-out chance ended up costing the NAPARIMA team 2 runs. And well, it really didn't cost them much, because the very next delivery, Ramdeen with a big swipe and completely missing everything and hitting the middle stump. So another wicket for NAPARIMA. It's Ramdeen goes now for 26, a bowl off the bowling of Matthew Cooper. 47 for 2 it is, as we take a look at it. Big swipe from Ramdeen, slight turn from Cooper and through the gate. So 2 new batsmen in for Fatima at this stage. And we would hope that they wouldn't take too long to settle. They could just get acclimatized as quickly as possible and get their innings going. 47 for 2 it is. Double strike from Matthew Cooper, the left-arm orthodox bowler. And we see their spectators again on hand, is witnessing this a derby of some sorts, north-south derby if you like. So Zachary Siwa, another one of those budding all-rounders coming through the under-19 system at this point in time. Well, he is in at number 4 for Fatima, with a job to do. Joins his skipper, Joshua Davis. And immediately Siwa is off the mark. Matthew Cooper, though, it's just getting this ball to grip in the surface. When he in fact gives it some air, getting some pitches out of the surface. And again, another single taken by Davis. So at the end of a very successful over, one in which 2 wickets was taken for Matthew Cooper. At the end of 9 overs, Fatima College be winning the toss and batting first at 49 for 2. So a bowling change. It's Amrit Pittiman. Oh, it's a Chinaman bowler, a bit of a rarity. with that single, the 50 comes up for Fatima, 50 for 2 in the 10th over. It'll be very interesting to see what approach Zachary Siwa takes here. Usually likes to get after the bowling, but just doesn't. But at this stage, just might have to curb his natural instincts a bit, just not to let that middle order be exposed too soon. Very good delivery from Pittiman. So refreshing to see a left-arm Chinaman and bowler. And again, it's another good delivery. See, we're just opening the face and getting a single. And this time, Davis is looking to employ the reverse sweep. Looking to throw Pittiman off his radar slightly. Not making any contact. Just tucked into the leg side for an easy single. Tossed up delivery, and Siwa is hitting this one over the man at cover and picking up 2 runs. Very good use of the wrist there by Zachary Siwa. Up and over. So at the end of 10 overs, it's a halfway stage here in this contest. It's Fatima choosing to bat first after winning the toss. 55 for 2 at the halfway stage.
$59.50 for 3 liters. Fresh chicken, $16 per pound. We have Tyson chicken, 33 pounds of Tyson chicken for only $184. Goat at $46 per pound. We have pork slices at $16 a pound.
So we're back live here in this game. It's the Secondary School Cricket League Intercol T20 match. NAPARIMA College against Fatima College. And Fatima College winning the toss and choosing to bat first. 55 for 2. Both the openers, 2 batsmen to go. Aditya Ramdeen 26 he made, and Fernandez made 16. And a bowling change as Cooper, who picked up 2 wickets to fall, 3 overs, 2 for 12, is replaced by Mamchan. Mamchan switching ends this time, 2 overs, none for 7. His returns. And this one goes past the edge, and the celebrations is going up. Davis has to go. Mamchan back into the attack and picking up the big wicket of the captain, Joshua Davis. He goes, caught behind for just 4. A pitched up delivery, slight movement away, and a smart catch taken by Jonathan Ramnarees. And NAPARIMA celebrate 55 for 3. So disappointed Joshua Davis and elated Liam Mamchan. So Niall Mingo is the new man for Fatima. In at number 5, the right-handed Mingo. He is taking guard. And Mamchan with immediate success upon switching ends. Here's Mamchan again. Full delivery, and Mingo is getting off the mark immediately. So a slight recovery or a slight consolidation period must be done here by Siwa and Mingo. Maybe just for about 3 or 4 overs. Just to get accustomed again to the surface and what it's doing, and some balls just keeping slightly low. So exactly not what Fatima College would have wanted, with the fact that 2 new batsmen would be at the crease at the same time. So so a rebuilding job must be done here. Siwa on strike. So the 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle at point on the boundary. Third man, deep backward square. Mix up again, and getting back home safely was Mingo. But it just seems to be not responding well, the batting partnerships. As there we see a good pickup from Cooper, and in one motion, underarm throw, hitting the stumps. But luckily for Mingo, he made his ground quite safely before that. So going back to the field, man out at the point boundary. Middle off now, up inside the circle, and this one is driven straight back past the bowler. The fielder is coming around from long on and does some good work. And just a single, excellent work in fact by the man out at long on. Had to cover quite a good distance, and he got his throw right over the stumps, and just a single taken. So now Mingo, the right-hander, is on strike. We see a change in the field again. So long on is back. Mid-off is up inside the circle. There's a man out at the extra cover boundary. And third man, as well as fine leg and deep backward square. It's Mamchan again with another good delivery. Pushed out into the offside and no run taken. So at the end of a successful over, it's 57 for 3. Take a slight break.
Chelsea soybean oil, $59.50 for 3 liters. Fresh chicken, $16 per pound. We have Tyson chicken, 33 pounds of Tyson chicken for only $184. Goat at $46 per pound. We have pork slices at $16 a pound.
So we're back live here after the break, and it's Amrit Pittiman to continue. Siwa is knocking this one down the ground, picks up a single. Siwa dealing in singles at this point in time. It's going to be an interesting matchup here with the right-handed Mingo and Amrit Pittiman. This conventional leg breaks. He's going to get that ball to come back in to Mingo. Immediately, some turn on offer. Mingo can't get it past the mid-wicket fielder in Captain Ali. This one is paddled. And again, some good fielding and good running as well between Siwa and Mingo, coming back for 2 runs. So some urgency shown in the running. 60 for 3. It is halfway through the 12th over. Amrit Pittiman, so far he's been slow through the air. He's getting some turn, some slow turn from the surface here at the Avidesh Samaru Park. But at the moment, just very slow through the air. I think maybe if he just can just get it to push it through a bit. As this one, he's pushing this one through. Slightly quicker delivery. He's going to be causing some more problems to the batsman. Young man, still very much learning his craft and his trade, as this one again is just tucked into the leg side and up the other end. A good single taken. This one is a full delivery, and again, Siwa is just pushing it to long off. So at the end of 12 overs, it's 62 for 3. Siwa is 8, Mingu is 4. So switch of ends for Zachary Ramjatan. 2 overs for 19. This figures so far. And this time again, Siwa is back and pushing this delivery long off. $63 for 3. I wonder just what sort of total the Fatima team would have in mind on this sort of surface. Sloppy work, must be said. 2 runs taken. Good urgency shown by Mingo. And in fact, the umpire is signaling 1 short. So for all the hard work, it's just going to be a single. Yeah, so I just wonder what sort of total the Fatima College team would have in mind on this sort of a surface. Maybe 125 from here onwards. And this time Siwa up and over in the offside, and a good feeling from the man out on the extra cover boundary keeps it down to just a single. So 4 singles so far from the Ramjatans over. So far so good for him. Such events not doing him that badly. And this time, big shot, not making proper connection, a dot delivery. Flighty delivery again, and 2 dots to finish off the 13th over. At the end of 13, it's 66 for 3. Amrit Pittiman to continue into his third over. Yeah. Ball into the enterprising Siwa. So the deep fielders. A man out on the extra cover boundary. Long off, long on. Cow corner. And the deep backward square. And again finds the gap is Siwa and jogs back for 2 comfortable runs. Slight hesitation, but getting home in the end was just a single. Slight hesitation though, but Mingo was coming to the danger end. And 69 for 3. It is 3 runs so far in the over. Amrit Pittiman, very good control shown by the youngster so far. Very difficult art is wrist spin bowling, and he's shown that he has some control over what he's doing, which is always a good base to build on. And again another single. Dealing in singles at this stage is both Siwa and Mingo. So exactly what was being said, just that rebuilding phase, if you like, from these two. So maybe they can't do this up until the 15th over, and in the last 5 overs with a base and 2 set batsmen, maybe they can launch and get up to a respectable or defendable target at the end of their 20 overs. And this time again, this one is lined on the leg stump and paddle away for another single. So a dot to finish off over number 14, and at the end of 14 overs, it's a 72 for 3. So it's Ramjatan to complete his 4th over. Zachary Ramjatan bowling to Niall Mingo. It was 8 from 12 deliveries, 72 for 3. It is. This time again, another single taken by Zachary Siwa. Going about it in a very mature fashion is both Siwa and Mingo doing exactly what is required from them at this stage of the game. This one is a short delivery, cut away, and slight fumble again from the bowler Ramjatan, and they're able to come through for single. Siwa advances slightly. Just gets some butt on it. Siwa is drilling this one in the gap. Mamchan is coming across and able to just keep it down to 2 runs. Another short delivery. Siwa is back and punching into the offside and taking another single. So at the end of 15 overs, it's 78 for 3. Ramjatan completes his quota of 4 overs, none for 29 for the right arm off spinner. So the final 5 overs of this game, the skipper Ali, he has 2 overs remaining. Mamchan has 1, that's 3 overs. Matthew Cooper also has another over. So that's 4 overs. And Pittiman, Ahmed Pittiman, is going to bowl his final over. This one is swept away. Fielder coming up from the boundary is Ramjatan, and keeps it down to just a single. It'd be very interesting to see at what stage the Fatima boys really threw down the gauntlet and look to put up a defendable, respectable total on the board. This one is tossed up, and Mingo is sweeping straight to the man at short fine. Picks up an easy single. Yeah, so at what stage they would look to get after the bowling with Ali, who is quite pacey, quite accurate as well. He has 2 overs remaining. So at what stage they really look to get after the bowling. Just have to wait and see, I guess. 81 for 3 at the moment, the pair of Mingo and Siwa just dealing in singles. this time again, another single. This one is another tossed-up delivery, and Siwa just opening the face on it. So he goes on to 21 from 23 deliveries. Is Zachary Siwa. Mingo is 12 from 16. Flighty delivery and hit over the onside. The man from long on is running around, and it just held up a bit in the outfield, and they're able to come through for 2 runs. So Mingo, upon contact, he just stood his ground, maybe as to say he was definitely thinking he was heading for the boundary, but it just held up as it trickled out further and further into the outfield. So just 2 runs to finish off the 16th over. At the end of it, it's 85 for 3. Amrit Pittiman completes 4 overs, none for 24 for the Chinaman bowler. Very good returns for the young man. So the final 4 overs of this game, and I think I know where these 4 overs are coming from. Ali with 2, Mamchan with 1, and Matthew Cooper, who has 1 more. But at this stage, it looks as though the skipper for Rizali is going to come back into the attack. 2 overs and none for 11 for him. So this is going to pose a bit of a different threat for both Siwa and Mingo, who was manipulating the spinners quite well, picking up singles almost off every delivery. But the extra pace of Ali and the smarts of the man as well would just pose a bit of a different threat. Let's see how Siwa would set about this part of these remaining 4 overs. And immediately takes some pace off and goes through Ramnaris once more. So they're able to go through for a bye. So a change in the field. Miroff has been asked to come inside the circle, as this one is full and on the pads and clipped away nicely by Mingo. And coming back for 2 runs. Nice touch into the onside from Niall Mingo. And again, another short run from these 2. Ill-advised at this stage. Running really hard out there. It's a hot day, and we definitely want to make all these runs count. This is the second one. Signal short by the umpire. $88 for 3 it is. again, Mingo is pushing this one down the ground. And just a single. Yeah. For 3. Brings Zachary Siwa back on strike. And of course, these two would know each other quite well. Both Ali and Siwa, both members of the Trinidad and Tobago under 19 team, which is competing in the South Zone Premier 2 in the South Division. So quite an interesting matchup, these two. And again, Siwa is playing another good shot, and Mamchan coming across can't prevent the ball from heading into the boundary, and Siwa with a lovely flowing off drive gets away 1 for 4. So Mamchan got there, made the ground, just could not get anything behind it, and so takes the score now up to 93 for 3. Siwa goes up to 25. And with that boundary, he's seeing a switch in the field as a man from the extra cover boundary. He has now gone to long off, and Mamchan, who was at long off, is now gone on to the extra cover boundary. So that long on, long off area is a very high trafficking area at this stage of the game. So you want your best fielders there. This one is a short delivery, and Siwa just opening the face on it. And again another mix-up, and Mingo, I think, is short of his ground. He knows it, and he's walking back. So ill-advised run out at this stage. These two were going along so well, and the communication again letting down another pair as Mingo has to go run out for 17. It's 94 for 4. Really not what the Fatima outfit would have liked at this stage. Mingo is going along so nicely, and I really thought it should have been 2 though. At this stage of the game, you really want to put pressure on the fielders. That man at third man was back on the boundary, and Siwa should have been thinking 2 all the way. It wasn't to be. So a breakthrough for NAPARIMA College. 94 for 4. It is the new batsman, Adrian Mohis. Adrian Mohis it is. So a dot delivery to finish off the 17th over. It's 94 for 4. 3 overs remaining. Liam Mamchan to complete his final over. Zachary Siwa on strike. So here's Mamchan to Siwa. Short delivery pulled away in the gap. Well, in fact, the man from mid-wicket has done some good work, covered some good ground, kept it down to just 2. And Mamchan strikes. Siwa goes. A big wicket. Zachary Siwa goes. Bowled by Liam Mamchan. And we see why not. Celebrates. Runs off in celebration as we take a look at it again. Siwa with a big hoik. Not making any contact. And you miss, I hit. Says Liam Mamchan. So 96 now for 5. Fatima in a bit of a some slight trouble, I would say, with both Siwa now and Mingo again going in relatively quick time, just as we saw with the opening partnership, Ramdeen and Fernandez. One went and the other one went soon after. So similar sort of situation here. And 2 relatively new batsmen to the crease. He is just the one delivery he's faced, and the new man is Malik Lewis. So Malik Lewis, the new man for Fatima College. Mamchan again reintroduced into the attack and breaks another partnership. This one is short and up in the air. Mamchan is getting under it and Mamchan takes the catch. Another wicket for the big fast bowler. And this time there was a delivery into the surface. It looked as though it beat Malik Lewis for some pace. And Mamchan takes a safe return catch. So 96 for 5, 96 for 6 in fact. Back-to-back strikes for NAPARIMA College at this stage. So Kaden Mack, the new batsman. Mamchan on a hat trick here. So I'm thinking he might be wanting to go full and straight at the base of the stumps. Let's see what is his thoughts as he runs in. Mamchan, another back of a length delivery. And Mark just lets this one go by. Interesting leave at this stage of the game into the 18th over. And with 96 on the board and just 2.2 overs remaining. Maybe 120. Can Fatima get up to 120? This time it's another short delivery into the surface, pushed into the offside. Can't get more than one for it. And this time again, it's a delivery outside off stump. And a play and a miss from Mahis. So at the end of a very successful over for Liam Mamchan and NAPARIMA College. The end of 18 overs, it's 97 for 6. Mamchan 4 overs, 3 for 12. Excellent returns for the big fast bowler. So the penultimate over of this innings to be bowled by Fariz Ali, captain of the NAPARIMA College team. No, wait a unplug something. Shit. This one is worked away off the hips and it should go into the boundary. Yes, it goes into the boundary for 4. A ball lined on back of a length on leg stump and just turned off the hips by Mac. And that welcome boundary for the Fatima College team. It's the 100 up on the board. It's 101 for 6. And that 100 greeted with some cheers. And this one again, another quick single taken, good running by Mac and Mahis. So Ali into his final over. Rising delivery and well negotiated by Mac, who gets off strike. Good result for Fatima College. It brings Adrian Mahes, who is the more likely to get away some boundaries at this stage. Farizali, lovely smooth approach to the crease this time, taking some pace off. And he beat Mahes in the air, but Mahes was able to just get some butt on it. Definitely beat him through the air. Mahes was through the shot, but just able to get some butt on it. And trickled out into the leg side and picked up 2 runs. So not a bad over in the context of things. 8 from it so far. And this one again, another quick single taken. And good running again by these batsmen. 106 for 6. In fact, that's the end of the over. At the end of 19 overs, it's 106 for 6 as we take a slight break here. Matthew Cooper with the final over of this innings. 106 for 6 it is. Adrian Mahes, the man on strike. Just needs to lay bat on ball. And 106 for 6, 14 away from what would take them up to 120. And in fact, if they can't get up to 120, would be some sort of a respectable total. So have to wait and see. This one is short and pulled away. Well, flat batted really to long on. And just a single. Not a bad start to the final over for Matthew Cooper and NAPARIMA College. This one is speared in again. And can't prevent a single. Is Mam Chan. So 108 for 6. No boundaries yet. This time again it's short. And Mahes is trying to pull it and not making enough, well, proper contact. Quicker delivery again from Cooper. Good take from Ramnares. Another dot delivery. Back-to-back dot deliveries for Matthew Cooper. And this time again, the appeal is going up. Nothing doing from the umpire. And the result is another dot delivery. So excellent final over from Cooper. And this one is pushed into the offside and just a single. So 3 runs off the final over from Matthew Cooper. At the end of 20, Fatima College winning the toss and batting first. They have amassed 109 for 6 at the end of their 20 overs. Matthew Cooper finishes 4 overs, 2 for 15. Excellent returns for the left-arm orthodox bowler. So a very good bowling performance by the NAPARIMA boys. So they would need 110 for victory. And, well, the pick of the bowlers was Liam Mamchan with 3 for 12. Matthew Cooper with 2 for 15. And the skipper, Fariz Ali, 4 overs, none for 27. Also, Amrit Pittiman with 4 overs, none for 22. So at the end of 20 overs, it's 109 for 6. As we take a quick break, and we'll be back with the run chase very shortly. So welcome back to the run chase here, where NAPARIMA College need 110 for victory. Fatima College were able to just get up to 109 for 6 in their 20 overs. So it's Randall Gopal and Stefan Katwaru, the opening pair for the NAPARIMA College team. It's Stefan Katwaru who is going to be picking up, who's going to be taking strike. And for Fatima College, Aditya Ramdin with ball in hand. And two deep fielders out for the first power play, one at fine leg. And in fact, they're just using one outside of the 30-yard circle, one at third man. And that's about it. So there's a slip, third man, backward point, extra cover, cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket, and square leg. So this time it's another dot delivery, 2 dots to start with from Aditya Ramdin, bang on target so far. Katwaru yet to really get off and running here. And this time, this one is cut away, pulled back just inside of the boundary ropes, and they're able to come through for 2 runs. First runs on the board for Naps. It's 2 without loss. Short, wide delivery from Ramdin. And dealt with by Katwaru. So this S. Katwaru really reminds me of Stephen Katwaru. In this case, it's Stefan Katwaru. This one is driven nicely into the offside, but can't get a single. This one is outside the line of the off stump. Cut and miss. Play and a miss by Katwaru. And that was a good take in the end, because as on pitching, it just started scooting. And the wicketkeeper, Fernandez, did well to get his body behind it. It's Ramdin again with another full delivery, driven into the offside, and no run. So at the end of the first over, it's 2 without loss. NAPARIMA College in pursuit of 110 for victory. They are 2 without loss. So Zachary Siwa to pick up the attack from the Sutherland. So an excellent start by Aditya Ramdeen with the first over, and let's see what Zachary Siwa can offer up. And a dot delivery to start with, back of a length delivery, and just guided out into the offside. No run taken. This one is just keeping a bit low and gone through to be taken by wicketkeeper Fernandez. This one is defended into the offside. A quick single. And nothing doing from square leg umpire. So good running from Katwaru, who was coming to the danger end. No hesitation whatsoever. Made it home quite comfortably in the end. So it's 3 without loss. So it's Katwaru about to take strike. Facing up to Zachary Siwa. Another back of a leg delivery. And pushed up into the offside for no run. And this one is handsomely driven through the mid-off area. And 4 runs, the result is Katwaru. A lovely flowing off drive. And deserved 4, picked the gap as well. And the first boundary on the board for Naps. It's 7 without loss. Siwa just over pitching on this occasion. Slow delivery and can't get a single. So at the end of 2 overs, it's 7 without loss. Katwaru is 6. Gopal is 1. So again, it's Ramdeen. Aditya Ramdeen, first over going for just the 2. Randall Gopal to take strike. This time another firm drive, but straight to the fielder. So no run. This one goes past the edge. Wicketkeeper Fernandez with the presence of mind to just throw it at the stumps and just asking a polite question to the square leg umpire, who responds in the negative, saying not out. So you get the feeling that this power play could really be a defining moment in this game for either of these teams. Naps, if they can get to the end of this power play, probably at about 35 or so without loss. And this time, playing across the line, wrapped on the pad, and loud appeal, but nothing doing from the umpire. Let's take a look at this again. As Gopal was getting in line and just trying to turn it leg side, and the umpire shakes his head. Not out is the call. So yes, you feel like if the NAPARIMA team could get to about 35 or so without loss, they would stand a really good chance in going on to win this game. But on the other hand, you feel like if the FATIMA boys are able to get 2 or 3 in this first power play, it could really set them on the right track to go on and get a good result in the game, a positive result. So, a very, very important phase, this first 6 overs. Play and a miss once more. Ramdeen holding a nice line outside the off stump and bringing to the end another good over. Made one at that. Its score remains at 7 without loss. So at the end of 3 overs, it's 8 without loss. In fact, we thought it was the end of the over, but in fact it had 1 delivery remaining, and they were able to get a single. So that's where we are. It's 8 without loss. Siwa to continue this one has guided away nicely, but some good work from Mac, who is sweeping in at backward point, preventing any chance of that ball passing him. Moved smartly to his left. So Fatima would need all of those good fielding, and they would need to really hold all of their catches, make those half chances into chances if they are to defend this total. And also you feel like whenever the spinners come into play, they're going to have an important role in this game as well. And also I wonder what it is doing when the pacers just take some pace off of those deliveries, those slower balls. It just seems to be holding up in the surface a touch. It's a tricky chase, I would say. It's a tricky, those low scores are always tricky. Time, quick single and a wild throw, good backing up from Mingo. So it's just a single. So really going well here is Fatima College in defending this total so far. Just 10 on the board. Katwaru is 8 from 12 deliveries. Gopal is 2 from 10 into the fourth over. And pace taken off again from Siwa. So he's made the adjustment. He spent some time out there with bat in hand, knows what the surface is doing, and now with the ball he just seems to just knows that taking pace off is crucial, and he's doing just that so far. This one is a good delivery again. This time pace on and goes past the edge. So at the end of 4 overs, score remains at 10 without loss. Some of those loyal spectators is taking in the youngsters, the cricketers of tomorrow. Just maybe discussing and tracking back to in their time when they would have played the game as well. So Aditya Ramdeen to bowl his third over. This one made a lovely sound off the bat, but again, good tidy work in the outfield by Mack. Again, Caden Mack backing up his bowler. I need all of this. So the runs required now dips below the 100 mark. It's 98 more now required for victory. Pace taken off again. This one comes off the outside edge into the gap, and no. In fact, Katwaru was thinking 2. Gopal had no thoughts of 2. He settled on 1, and so just 1 run in the end. 12 without loss it is. This one takes the edge and bounces just short of the slip fielder. The lone man in the slip region. It's Zachary Siwa. So a back of a length delivery from Ramdeen. And Randall Gopal starting slowly, just so too was Isaiah Fernandez, who did start slowly as well. I think he was on 3 from 12 deliveries. Just like Randall Gopal. This time again, it's a big swing and a miss, and the finger goes up. Ramdeen strikes. Gopal has to go caught behind for just 3. Aditya Ramdeen striking for Fatima. Take a look at this. Big booming drive, took the outside edge, and Fernandez did the rest. So Fatima getting their breakthrough, 12 for 1. And so Alex Gopal, the left-hander, in at number 3 for NAPARIMA College with those bright blue pad covers. Very outstanding. Well, let's see how he fares here. Ramdeen with his tail up. 1 for 5. 2 deliveries short of his third over. So still the slip in play. It's a slip. Third man, backward point, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, and the square leg. Just the one man beyond the 30-yard circle. Attacking field set by Joshua Davis. This one is a full delivery, driven straight back. A slight misfield by Philip. And just a single. Mark, who was following in very closely, did the cleaning up job. So Gopal gets off the mark immediately. 13 for 1 it is. Katwaru advances, takes the outer half of the bat, and coming back for 2 is Katwaru. So showing some good intent is Stefan Katwaru. So at the end of 5 overs, it's 15 for 1. So 15 for 1 at the end of 5 overs. Slow going from NAPARIMA College, a measured approach so far. Well, they know what their target is. So it's 95 needed from 90 deliveries. A touch required run rate, just a touch over 6. And Joshua Davis into the attack. So some spin from Fatima, and Gopal he wanted 1. Sent back by Katwaru. Yeah, so Joshua Davis, the captain of the Fatima team, into the attack. The off spinner bowling to the left-hander. So good matchup here. No slip for Davis. I think maybe that might have been a good option as they're on the attack for wickets. Really need wickets if they are to win this game. So slip might be a good option, seeing that there is some turn on this track. Something in there for the spinners. So no slip. It's a short third man, a backward point. Cover, long off, mid-on, and this one is guided out of the hands of the wicket keeper, and the short third man does the fielding. So just a single. Well, now it's the right-handed Gopal on strike. Randall Gopal, in fact, Katwaru on strike, Stefan Katwaru. Randall Gopal came and went, made just 3. Flighty delivery from Davis, met on the full by Katwaru, and slight fumble in the deep. Just 2 runs Turned into the leg side. Can't get a single. Really backing up their bowlers is this Fatima team. It's just sweeping down anything. Quicker delivery again from Davis. Beats Fernandez. And Philip can't prevent them from coming back for 2 runs. This one is in the air. Bounces just in front of the field at mid-off. And they scamper through for single. So at the end of 6 overs, it's 22 for 1. Remember, NAPARIMA in pursuit of 110 for victory. As you see a shot there of some grey clouds ahead of us. And well, the good news is that the ground staff are not at the ready. But I'm seeing some of the players just scampering for cover. So at a similar stage, Fatima with 30 without loss. So Naps going slightly lesser than what Fatima were at this similar stage. So it's 88 runs needed from 84 deliveries as Caden Mack is into the attack. This one is just top-edged and bounces down to the 3rd man area, thinking of 2, and they're coming back for 2 runs. So Katwaru is showing some good intent. He's 18 now, 24 for 1. Stefan Katwaru has been there from the start. A wide signal by the umpire. So Mark just getting too wide outside off stump. Again, this one is squirted out into the offside. And thinking about 2, and Alex Gopal goes run out. Just turning blindly and thinking about 2. Katwaru sent him back. And it was a good throw from Mingo right over the top of the stumps. And Fernandez did the rest. Alex Gopal has to go run out for 2. NAPARIMA 26 for 2. So with the fall of that wicket brings out the captain for Rizali. What a season he's having so far for his school team, NAPARIMA College, and also his club team. He's representing the Trinidad and Tobago under 19 team, and he's having a stellar season with both bat and ball. So at this stage, the NAPARIMA College team really need a captain's innings from here onwards. This one is in the air, bounces just in front of the middle fielder. Ali, though, seems to want to get after it. Just the second delivery is faced. And already looking to attack Mark, Caden Mark, who has been wicket to wicket so far in his approach. Here he is again, Mark. And this one again is hit back firmly at the bowler, who gets a good hand to it and prevents any thought of a single. So at the end of a successful over for Fatima College, the end of 7 overs, it's 26 for 2. So this has happened to me yet another time, thinking the over is completed and there's one delivery to come. So now, in fact, the over is completed, and at the end of it, it's 27 for 2. Mark tied the over. First one, 5 runs conceded in his first over. It looks to be Joshua Davis to continue. And this too is an important matchup. Davis to Ali. I feel like he might want to get after Davis. See how he goes. This time he's back and cutting. And Davis is skidding this one past him. Good take from Fernandez. So the field is a short third man, backward point. Cover, extra cover on the boundary. Long off, long on. Mid wicket, the backward square, and short fine leg. And this time, Ali can't get a single. He would not be too bothered at this stage as Furi's Ali. And this one is tossed up and looking to go big is Ali. Comes off the inner portion of the bat and fielded well by the mid-wicket fielder at mid-wicket. So no run. So 3 dot deliveries to start over number 8. This time it's slightly flatter and pushed down the ground for a single. Katwaru, 19 not out. This time he just opening the face, guiding it to backward point and can't get a single. So this is a very good over from Joshua Davis. Can he get out of it? Just a single so far. Can he finish with a dot delivery or maybe just one? Oh, this one is superbly played. Given a little bit of air, and Katwaru up and over the extra cover region, and one bounce into the boundary. A lovely shot inside out, and deserved 4 runs. So 5 runs off the Joshua Davis is over. The end of 8 overs. Naps 32 for 2. So again, it's Kaden Mack. And this time, Ali with mid-off and mid-on up launches this one back over the head of Mack, and it goes all the way for maximum. Ali able to free the arms and picks up 6 runs. And this is the sort of enterprising player he is for Rizali. And I think that might be not so much of a good idea to keep mid-off and mid-on up inside for him. And it just may have prompted a field change. So now mid-off and mid-on has dropped back to long off and long on. This one is swung away in the air. Siwa is getting under it, and Siwa holds on. Zachary Siwa making some good ground, and a safe pair of hands gets rid of the dangerous for Rizali. Kaden Mack with a huge blow here. It snaps 38-4-3. Ali, short delivery, may have taken some pace off. Ali was through the shot, and Siwa completes an easy catch on the boundary's edge. So 38-3 it is here. And with that wicket, the Rains are done with us. So we're going to take a quick break. So Matthew Cooper, the new man for NAPARIMA College, a slight sharp drizzle, but it's just blown away. So Cooper, it gets off the mark immediately. 39-3. What a huge blow it was. Kaden Mack picking up that wicket, just taking some pace off and getting for Rizali caught in the deep. And it was very strategic as well, as Zachary Siwa, one of the safer fielders, he was in the deep at that crucial mid-wicket region. And when I tell you these players know each other inside out, they do. Because just like that, Siwa is patrolling that crucial part of the boundary's edge. And he is the man who took the catch to dismiss Ali. So very, very good planning by Fatima. This one is swung away again in the air, and another catch taken Mahes this time, and Katwaru goes for 23. It's Naps in all sorts of trouble, 39 for 4. And what a timely introduction, Caden Mack. What an impact he's having. 2 for 12 so far, and his over is not yet finished. And he's already taken 2 huge blows. Katwaru goes for 23, caught off the bowling of Mack. Who's that man? Who? Raheem Nelson. So Nelson, Raheem Nelson, the new man, and he gets off the mark. Innocuously squirted off the inner portion and went down to short fine. And so it's 40 for 4 after 9 overs. Naps precariously placed, chasing sort of a small total, you would say, just 110. And you know, those small total always proves to be tricky. And that's exactly what has happened for NAPARIMA College. So it's 70 runs needed from 66 deliveries as Joshua Davis continues. He's into his 3rd over. Oh, this time Nelson, where was he going? My. He was just wandering out of his crease. And Fernandez with an easy stumping. And it was just not required at this stage. Just drawn out. And Fernandez did the rest. And Fatima with another blow. 40 for 5. Who's our batsman then? So Jonathan Ramnaris, the new batsman, the wicket keeper for NAPARIMA College. And this one is just opening the face, guiding it down to 3rd man, short 3rd man. And taking off for single. So he gets off the mark. 41 for 5. And it's really frantic stuff from NAPARIMA College. You would think that just a small partnership just to knock it about into the gaps, pick up those singles. And the big shot's really not required. You just need to take it out of the equation. It's just not required. You put away the bad balls, but by far and large, keep it simple. Those singles, keep turning over the strike, and just not keep losing this cluster of wickets. Another cut and miss. Good bowling from Joshua Davis. One delivery left in over number 10. And this time it's cut away into the gap by Cooper. And just a single. So at the halfway stage here at the Avidesh Samaru Park, it's Naps 42 for 5 at the end of 10. To 42 for 5 at the halfway stage. 5 wickets going down for NAPARIMA College. Katwaru, he made 23, caught Mahesh, ball Mac. Randall Gopal made 3, caught Fernandez, ball Ramdeen. Alex Gopal went run out for 2 for Rizali, caught by Siwa, ball Mac. Nelson went stump, ball Davis. So Mac, though, has had a huge impact in this game, Kaden Mac, and he's in for his third over, 2 for 13. So running in with a lot more purpose now is Kaden Mac. This one is outside off stump, and Cooper, big drive, doesn't make any contact. And this one is just helped along on its way. Was heading down the line of leg stump, and Cooper just pulled it away for 4. So a timely boundary for NAPARIMA College. It was already heading down that way. Just had to get some bat on it and get it into that vacant backward square region for 4. These are some pensive faces from the Naps boys. Already half their team back in the hut. And now it's up to Matthew Cooper and Jonathan Ramnares. And this one is wide signaled by the umpire. Overcompensating Caden Mack. Oh, this one takes a leading edge. Philip. Oh, my. Cristiano Philip. Don't think you're going to get an easier catch than that off the leading edge. And there was also a man in his peripheral vision. I'm not sure if that just showed him off a bit. And eventually he spooned the catch. So 47 for 5. Cooper lives to fight another day. And Caden Mack again providing another opportunity to get a wicket. And his fielder just letting him down on that occasion. But he has been inspirational for Fatima. So it brings Ramnares on strike. And Ramnares too gets one that just goes past the edge. Fernandez looks bemused. He thought that one passed mightily close. So at this stage, it's very it's pensive. It's tension here. Down the leg side, wide signaled by the umpire. Magdo just giving away a few in this over. This one gets past a diving Mahis, and they're coming back for 2. This is excellent running from Ramnares. He was hearing back for the second run. Good thing was he ran the first one hard, put pressure on the fielder, and got through for 2 runs in the end. So at the end of 11 overs, it's 53 for 5. Ramnares is 3. Matthew Cooper is 9. And NAPARIMA still require another 57 for victory. So 57 of 54 deliveries. So it's just that 7 to the over. 7 runs to the over. A bit of a bowling change now. Davis is out of the attack. And Malik Lewis, the new bowler. This one is a flighted delivery. And the Ramnaris stayed home and just tried to cut and missed. So 54 for 5. This one is flutter from Lewis. And another dot delivery. So these dot deliveries are really putting pressure on NAPARIMA. Just keeps that required run rate slightly going up slightly, ever so slightly. And this time it's pushed into the offside for 2 runs. Good running again from Ramnaris and Matthew Cooper. And Lewis strikes, Ramnaris goes. Another one falls here. 56 for 6. Malik Lewis into the attack and into the wickets. Given some air. Ramnaris on the back foot, looking to cut one off his middle stump. And he missed. And Lewis hit. And another wicket goes. 56 for 6. It's not going so well for NAPARIMA College at this stage. The new man is Liam Mamchan. Mom is here, so he's going to have to put in a good performance with bat in hand. He did his bit with the ball. But now he has to put in a shift with the bat. Has to form a partnership here with Matthew Cooper. So another left-hander, Liam Mamchan. So let's see how he goes here. This one is down the leg side, and some smart wicket keeping from Isaiah Fernandez. The square leg umpire signals out. Mamchan just off balanced a bit and wandered out of his crease, and what an excellent stumping by Fernandez. As we take a look at this one again, outside leg stump. Mamchan played and missed, and Fernandez, yeah, looks as though his a bit of a strange decision from the square leg umpire. So 56 for 7. A double strike so far from Malik Lewis. And NAPARIMA College really up against it here now at 56 for 7. That target of 110 is looking like 160 at this stage. So Lewis is on a hat trick. Flight to delivery from Malik Lewis. And this one is just guided out to backward point. And Lewis, what an excellent over. 2 for 4 in his first over. At the end of 12, Naps in pursuit of 110. 57 for 7. As we take So it looks to be Caden Mack to bowl his fourth and final over. Well, it's a bowling change. I think it's Adrian Mahes. Adrian Mahes, the new bowler, replaces Caden Mack. And Mahes starts with a good delivery back of a length. And this time, Dio Prasad can't get a single. Matthew Cooper is stranded on the other end. 10 from 10 deliveries. And Fatima really keeping a stranglehold on the scoring. And the thing is that they keep picking up wickets at crucial stages of the game. Every time a partnership seems to be forming, they are breaking that partnership. This one again goes past the edge. And so hunting in packs is Fatima, and that score of 110, it might be a bit of a pass score here, with the wicket just assisting the slower bowlers, and when you take pace off, so it's getting at a very difficult stage. And this one is through the gate. Dio Prasad has to go. Mahesh strikes. 57 for 8. Dio Prasad was just too late on this delivery. And Mahesh full and straight and through the gate. Zachary Ramjatan in at 10 for Naps. Naps staring down the barrel here. Still needing another 53 for victory. So 53 needed from 44 deliveries. So can Zachary Ramjatan, can he somehow just forge a partnership with Cooper? And Cooper is just stranded on the other end. And he gets strike now. But guess what? Just one delivery remaining in the over. So can he somehow just get a single from somewhere? And I think at this stage it may be advisable that he should take as much strike as possible and try to just do it. I don't want to say on his own, but do as much of it as possible. This time he's wandering out of his crease again. And the umpire is saying not out this time. Cooper was definitely looking for the single, looking to turn it leg side. And he just drifted out of his crease slightly. The throw came in. Fernandez broke the stumps. And not out was the call from the square leg umpire. So at the end of, well, in fact, it might be 1 ball to go. Yeah, just the 1 ball to go in the over. No, so it's the end of the over. At the end of 13 overs, it's 58 for 8. So Cooper will not be on strike for the start of the 14th over. Going to be Ramjatan. So he needs to get a single. He needs to find a single from somewhere early on in the over and get the more accomplished Matthew Cooper on strike. And this time he's getting the single, getting it past the extra cover fielder and getting a single. So Matthew Cooper is on strike now with 3 deliveries remaining in the over. Let's see how he plays this situation. Given some air by Lewis, and Cooper is trying to sweep, and the umpire raises his finger. So that ploy with Matthew Cooper being on strike doesn't work. Lewis giving it some air, and Cooper going across the line and being given out LBW. He goes for 10 and naps now 59 for 9. So it's been a collapse of some sort from NAPARIMA. At one stage, the openers put on 24. So they were 24 for 1. And then those remaining 8 wickets fell for just 32 runs. So it's a collapse of some sorts, a collapse really from the Naps boys. Alright, so it's Pittiman, the last man. And he goes bold. Oh, is he? Or did Fernandez's gloves touch the stumps? I think Fernandez's gloves just touching the stumps. And there we see Well flighted delivery. So it came off the wicket keeper and went back on to the stumps. So another dot delivery from Malik Lewis. So Malik Lewis completes 2 overs, 3 for 5 is what he has done so far. Sakari Ramjatan and Amrit Pittiman, the last pair in for NAPARIMA College. So 14, it's 59 for 9. And how things have gone pear-shaped for the boys from South. So again on pitching that ball, just staying low. And Fernandez doing some good work behind the stumps. This time another play and a miss from Ramjatan. This time it's a nice drive into the offside. Some good feeling again from Joshua Davis. Very good work put on by the Fatima fielding team. To the end of a maiden over. The end of 15, it's 59 for 9, and take a quick break. Malik Lewis to continue. 3 for 5 from 2 overs. Well flighted. delivery, and Pitiman just pushes this up into the offside. So again, good work in the outfield. Another dot delivery. So at this stage, maybe the Naps boys just trying to bat out the overs. Just to put some respectability on the NAPARIMA's name. And not to get bowled out before they're not to get bowled out before they're allotted 20 overs. So back-to-back maiden overs. This time it's Malik Lewis, 3 overs, 3 for 5 is what he's done so far. At the end of 16 overs, score remains at 59 for 9. And this time comes off the inner portion of the bat and runs down to fine leg. And Ramjatan comes through for 2 runs. Hayes too continues to be very miserly. This one is up and over, and it's going to run into the boundary for 4. So Ramjatan showing that he can play shots too. He gets this one over mid-off. Very good shot. Hit on the up and goes into the boundary for 4. So 65 for 9 it is. Already 6 runs coming off the over. This time he's driving again. Slow delivery from Hayes and put down the return catch. Sit back firmly in his follow through, and he just spilled the catch. There we see slow delivery and hit back firmly and just out of his grasp. And this time again, this one comes off the outside edge and able to pick up a single. Ramjatan moves on to 9. Goes past the edge again. So at the end of 17 overs. It's 66 for 9. Let me take a quick break. So a bit of a consultation going on between the Fatima players and the NAPARIMA team. Doesn't look a happy one. Made the trip from all the way in the Southland and put in what they would have thought would have been an excellent bowling effort, but the batters just didn't show up. Apart from Katwaru's 23, nothing really to write home about for them. And this time, Ramjatan again using the long handle over mid-off, and mid-on was up inside the circle and picks up another boundary. So he's showing that he can play some shots. He spent some time, is Zachary Ramjatan. He's moved on now to 13, the next high score after Katwaru's 23. And this time again, he's just pushing this one into the leg side for another single. So Pitimon facing all of 11 deliveries and not yet getting off the mark. And this time he's pushing on into the offside and jogging up the other end for singles. So he's off the mark. 72 for 9 after 18 overs. So just 2 overs remaining here in this game, and at this stage it's going all the way of Fatima. This last partnership would have could in fact teach the top order, how to go about something. They just bide their time. They just keeping out the good deliveries and putting away the bad ones, as Ramjatan has done, 14 from 18. But I think the top order, they just played too many shots, which was just not required at that stage. It was just a matter of them just picking up those ones and twos and those runs on offer. There's a lot of gaps in the outfield, but they just played too many shots and lost their wickets. So Ramdeen back into the attack. 3 overs, 1 for 8. His first spell. This one is down the leg side, and again a good take by Fernandez. So I'm being brought back here to just finish off things. It's to polish off this final pair. 73 for 9. And this one is up and over again. And it's threatening to go into the boundary. Mahes with some good work. Pulls it up just inside. 2 runs taken. Ramdeen again. And this one is up and over. It's going to hand. And Phillips takes the catch. So NAPARIMA have been bowled out for 75. Pittman, the last wicket to go, caught Phillip, bowl Ramdeen for just 3. And you see, trying to go over the top. He made more height than distance. And Phillip just making up for his drop chance early on. Holds on to this one. So at the end of this interesting game, it's Naps who have been bowled out for 75, and Fatima winning this game by 35 runs. So Fatima have put up 110, and in the end they've come out and defended that total. We thought it was a sort of a under par batting performance by them, but they definitely came out and hit their lines and lengths, hit their straps early on, and picked up wickets at crucial intervals. So for the NAPARIMA batting effort, Katwaru made a top score of 23. He went caught Mahes, bowled Kid and Mark, and apart from that, we had Zachary Ramjatan at 10. He made 14, and then Matthew Cooper with 10, for Rizali with 8, and then it's just single digits from there onwards. And so Mark had 2, Ramdeen had 2, Davis with 1, and Lewis had 3. Lewis being the pick of the bowlers with 3 for just about 10 or 12 for him. So at the end, Fatima College coming out victorious by 34 runs. And this is where, at this stage, is where we leave you this afternoon. And we want to thank you for viewing. So on behalf of the entire production team, we thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to you in the future.